जाति नीति कुल गोत्र दूरगम नाम रूप गुण दोष वर्जितम देश काल विषयातिवर्ति यद् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि यत्परं सकलवाग गोचरं विमलबोधचक्षुषः शुद्धचित्तनमनादिवस्तु यद् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयामि ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि शांति कल्पित जगत् कलाश्रयम् स्वाश्रयम् च सदसद्विलक्षणम् निष्कलम् निरुपमम् नवद्धियत् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि जन्म वृद्धि परिणत्यपक्षया व्याधिनाशन विहीनमव्ययम् विश्वश्रेष्ठविघातकारम् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि एकमेव सदनेककमलम् कारणान्तरनिरास्य कामरम् कार्यकारणविलक्षणं स्वयं ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि यद्विभाति सदनेकदा ब्रह्मम् नामरूप गुणविक्रियात्मनम् हेमवत्स्वयमविक्रियं सदा ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि अस्तभेदमनपमस्तलक्षणम् निस्तरङ्गजलराशिनिश्चलम् नित्यमुक्तमविभक्तमूर्ति यत् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि जय गुरु ओंकार जय जय सद्गुरु ओंकार जय गुरु ओंकार जय जय सद्गुरु ओंकार ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिवा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिवा Shiva 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 Sada Shiva 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 Sada Shiva Jai Guru Onkara Jaya Jaya Sadguru Onkara Jaya Guru Onkara Jaya Jaya Sadguru Onkara Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Har 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 Deva Har Har Deva Shiva 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 Sada Shiva 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 Sada Shiva Jai Guru Onkara Jaya Jaya Sadguru Onkara.
Yeah, one more. The Sharda is avoiding these days. She is not coming on time.
Anajo Anantaya Nityaya Shuddhaya Satchitananda Guru Ajo Anantaya Nityaya Shuddhaya Satchitananda Guru 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 Satchitananda Guru Namo Namaste Hari Hari Shashi Shekharaya Namo Namaste Hari Hari Shashi Shekharaya Parabrahmananda Guru Satchitananda Guru Advantaya Nityaya Shuddhaya Satchitananda Guru 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 Satchitananda Guru Namo Narayana Hari Hari Shashi Shekharaya Parabrahmananda Guru Satchitananda Guru Satchitananda Guru Satchitananda Guru.
Simaji, you sing. Sahanavavatu sahanau bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Reva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Tamsachanuramaktamam Devaki Paramandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayan Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. You. So young Nachiketas face to face with Yamadharma Raja. All of us, all the time, are worried about Yamadharma Raja. In fact, there is a prayer also for Yamadharma Raja. Even that we are scared to chant. Even the prayer to Yamadharma Raja, we are scared to chant because he should not become too fondly. Then he will take us off. So, that being the case, here before Nachiketas, Yamadharma Raja is shuddering. What does that show? If your character is pure, if your heart is pure, even God has to shudder before. You don't have to be afraid of anybody. If your character, if your heart is pure, God has to shudder before you. That is shown here. Yamadharma Raja is apologetic all the time. And from the beginning till the second chapter, where Yamadharma Raja starts answering, each stroke on Nachiketa's character is beautiful. Each stroke on his character is beautiful. First we saw that he is full of Shraddha. What is Shraddha? I just revise quickly. Shraddha is to have faith in Shastras and Guru. Why? Because what we are seeking is infinite, beyond all possible means of knowledge. Eyes, ears, nose, you can't know through words also, but that is the nearest, Shabda Pramana. Other Pramanas are called Pratyaksha, right? Anumana, Arthapati. These Pramanas cannot reveal Brahman. Only Guru's words can give you pointers. And meditating on them, you can discover that truth in you. So therefore, that Shraddha is needed if you want to get the ultimate. Even normal things. You tell me, there is a business, you will make billions. He talks nonsense. You won't get it. And somebody believes it may be true, he will get it. Even ordinary things. Without Shraddha, you cannot do anything. So Shraddha is important in knowing and doing. Because Shraddha again can be merely knowing. You don't apply. And even when you apply, it can be not with whole heart. So have intellectual conviction, and the heart works with that, where the head and the heart are integrated and the body simply follows them. It is total integration of the personality. Shraddha is therefore mainly Shastras. Why? Because the ultimate cannot be known through other means. Shastra will only tell you what is there after death. And what happens if you do good, what happens if you do bad. Believing in life after death, good and bad, punya and papa. So all these things only a man who has Shraddha can get it. So that was Nachiketas, who had full Shraddha, and he saw his father. Those started with Shraddha that he needs other lokas, But that Shraddha is all compromising Shraddha. Total compromising. So he wanted to save the father as a son. So he says, where shall you have to give the best, you are not giving. I am your son. Even me has to be donated. Whom are you going to give me? This man is not sincere or serious. Even to give cows, he gives cows which will die next minute. Where he will give son? So to stop that embarrassment to the father, he again asks, father shows little impatience. Third time he asks, he really gets annoyed. He says, go to hell. Instead of go to hell, go to death. I will give you to death, Yamadharma Raja. Mrityave tvam dadami. Mrityave tvam dadami. And then he goes there, he fasts 3 nights. What is fasting 3 nights? If you want to meet a guru, Yamadharma Raja is the guru. You have to have certain disciplines. The equipment should be prepared. God is everywhere. If you are very sincere and restless for God, God will immediately appear before you as a guru in some form or the other. So it is not that gurus you don't get. When you say I have not got a guru, that means you are not prepared yourself to meet a guru. When you are ready to meet, understand, prepared, the guru you meet immediately. I gave the examples of Arjuna living with Krishna for 90 years. He could not feel he is his guru. Uddhava, all of them. Because they were not ready. So Nachiketa is ready with all the qualifications, therefore he meets. And for that, what are the basic things? He fasted 3 nights, means fasted for the body, fasted for the mind, fasted for the intellect. He fasted for all the 3 gunas, he fasted for dharma, artha, kama. And then, when he is completely focused, he meets the guru, Yamadharma Raja. And when he meets the guru, he says, you have stayed in my house 3 nights without eating, because I was not here. I must compensate by giving you 3 boons. So he asked first boon for the father. Father will angry send me, he will be spending sleepless nights. Let him immediately become peaceful and sleep. And when I go back, that means telling Yamadharma Raja, you should send me back. When I go back, he should recognize me, not feel I am a ghost, happily receive me. In one boon, so many things are added. That is the intelligence of the boy. Yamadharma Raja said, he gave. So, first family, next society. He asked for the society. All people are struggling. Nobody is peaceful. So at least for them, after death, everybody is not prepared for straight jnana and moksha. But there should be some foolproof method wherein they also can work and get something. The jnana is very subtle. Everybody cannot get direct jnana. But that doesn't mean all people have to be left and there are only handful in all over India in a century. What happens to others? He says, you give them something where they get a relative moksha, relative krama mukti. He gives that yajna for the society. Then comes his own this thing. So that is the topic we will be doing. Tam abravit priyamanaha mahatma varam tavehadya dadami bhuyaha savaiva namna bhavitaya magnihi srunkam cham anekarupam grahana. I give this boon what you asked. for the welfare of the society, Krama Mukti. Krama Mukti is to do Vaidika karmas along with Upasana, meditating on that God. Do karma and meditation. Mere karma, you go to Pitraloka. Mere Upasana, you go to Swargaloka. But purify through karma and meditate. Then you go to Brahmaloka, which is gradual liberation. After that, you don't come back when you go to Brahmaloka. So I am giving you that, and I am so happy with you. This fire from now onwards will be called Nachiketa fire. Right? And I am so happy with you. I want to give you something. So take this chain. Precious chain. Oh, what is that chain? Subjectively, you wanted that karma, to go. That's also a bondage. Take this chain. It's a bondage. Take it. You ask, take it. Right? Trinachaketas tribiretya sandhim trikarma krut tarati janma mrityu brahma jagnam deva medium viditva nichayamam shantim atyantim yeti. This threefold sacrifice should be done 3 times, connecting to 3. Perform 3 times and united with the 3, I will explain each. Has performed in 3 kinds of beauties, overcomes birth and death. So, 3 Nachiketa Trivihi Yetya Sandhim. Doing this 3 times, connecting to 3, father, mother, and teacher. What is connecting to father, mother, and teacher? To the values they taught you, to the culture. You must lift yourself to that dimension. You must lift yourself to that dimension. And also, after connecting that, this is said threefold. What is the threefold? The fire itself is Garha Patya, usual fire at home, Ahvanaya fire, and the Dakshina fire. The fire is invoked in 3 ways. Right? So those 3 fires form part of all rituals. Form part of all rituals. This Dakshinagni, this Dakshina fire, is where you put all the negative things. You want to kill somebody also, you offer in the Dakshina fire. Right? So, 3 types of fires and 3 times doing, connecting to the 3, and other 3, know, meditate, and feel. Sravana Manana Nididhyasana, it says it may mean learn, know, and perform. Right? So this threefold fire I will teach you. See, all these things, wherever you find difficult, you just ignore and go further in any book, spiritual book. Because they are said to somebody who is interested in those karmas. You and I are not interested. That's why we don't understand. You understand? So you don't have to break your heads. What is this threefold fire? Right? And all that. It just said, because that is the topic discussed. You don't need it. You straight move on to reach where you get what you want. The topic, what you want. This clue was given to us by Guruji. When you don't understand a thing, that means you don't need it, you go further. Guruji said that. Nachiketas trayametad viditva yayevam vidwan chirute nachiketam sa mrityupashat purata pranodya shokadiko modate swargaloke. So this again he talks about Nachiketas trayametad viditva. He who knows this Nachiketas fire and propitiates Nachiketa fire with the knowledge, throws off the chains of death. Here, the three factors are, it will come, I think, even later, or it has gone earlier, the bricks, their number, and the mode of arrangement. For the Yajna Yaga, how many number of bricks? How many number of bricks? And how to organize that, arrange that. Bricks, number of bricks, how to organize that. These are the three factors in that Nachiketa fire. The bricks, number, and how to organize. Yesha te agnihi Nachiketaha swargyo yam brunitaha dvitiyena varena etamagnin tavaiva pravachanti janaha tritiyam varam Nachiketo. He is just concluding. What you asked, I have given. Now ask the third one. First boon he has given for father. Second boon for everybody. And there he was so happy with Nachiketas, he gives on his own extra boons. It will be called on our name, take these chains and all that. He gives. And after concluding, he says, now ask the third one. Now ask the third one. And here he says, in 70, the man who does this overcomes birth and death. Overcomes birth and death. But that's not the ultimate immortality. When you go to Brahmaloka, you don't again come back. You don't come back. There itself, you do sadhana, and when Brahmaji gets liberation, you also along with him get the liberation, which will take eons. So wise people don't go for that. That Yamadharmaraja is going to confess, what a fool I am. I have taken this post. This will go for eons. A-E-O-A-ness. I am a fool. I have taken. You are so intelligent, you are rejecting this. It will come later. So Yamadharmaraja, Yamaloka, which is called Hiranyagarbha Loka also. Yamadharmaraja is one of the Hiranyagarbha. Any common factor that serves all. Any common factor that serves all, that coordinates all, is Hiranyagarbha. We saw in Brihadaranyaka, Ashwa is Hiranyagarbha, fire is Hiranyagarbha, Vayu is Hiranyagarbha, because they are all commonly served. See, Yamadharmaraja is also Hiranyagarbha, Surya Bhagavan is also Hiranyagarbha. Total mind and intellect. Total mind and intellect. That which connects all, totality, is called Hiranyagarbha. So, by this fire, what you asked, you meditate on Hiranyagarbha, and you do this ritual, you can go to Hiranyagarbha Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka. Brahma is different from Brahman. Brahman is absolute. Brahma is the creator. When Brahman wants to create, when that thought comes, he becomes Ishvara. And when he becomes Ishvara, creation main thing is mind. All are in him only, Brahman. He taps it and the mind comes out. The total mind intellect is called Brahmaji or Hiranyagarbha or Prajapati. And then he needs gross form. So he taps the five elements in him and makes the gross form. That is Virata Purusha. Up to this, Brahman, Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, Virata Purusha, even though they are different roles, they do not forget they are Brahman. Up to this point, when they become the secondary creation, that is primary creation. Secondary creation, you and I forget we are Brahman. So, in Brahmaloka, you meditate and go, so there is no question of coming back, therefore there is no birth and death. That's called Krama Mukti, gradual liberation through karma and upasana. So now he asked the third womb. He has asked for the family or father. He has asked for the society. Now he is asking for him, the third womb. What is he asking? Yeyam prete vichikitsa manushyaha astiti cha eke na ayam astita cha eke etad vidyam anusishtaha tvaya aham varanam yeshaha varastritiyaha. This is my third question. Some people say there is life after death. Some people say there is nothing beyond death. And since you are the Lord of death, I can't get a better person to explain because you know everything about death. Please tell me what is there after the death that we are used to. Is there life after death or there is nothing? Here there are lots of different opinions. Some people, including Sri Shankara, takes only the meaning given there. That is asking for, is there life after death? For that, some people object. He is already in Yamadharmaraja's place. So he should know that there is life after death. Why should he ask so? That is not the meaning. That is, they are objecting to Shankara also. Right? That is not the meaning, there is something else. It is not true. Because he is not dead and gone like others. He has been given as a gift to Yamadharmaraja. So he really doesn't know the entire scheme. And even if there is life after death, as we are again, we die and born, we die and born. This everybody knows, including the man on the road knows this death is not ultimate. That is why they do karma. Even the man on the road, why do they do ceremonies after death? Because they believe in that. Otherwise, why they do? Who doesn't know? In every religion it is there. Right? Especially Hindus, we do. On New Moon Day, we give Pitru Tarpanam and also Naivedyam to the entire ancestors. Because we believe they live. Also, annually Shraddha Day. Annually Shraddha Day. So this, everybody knows. You don't need Kathopanishad for this. That is, there is life after death. Right? What? Even if you take the literal meaning, that is, he is asking the question, is there life after death? You should take the word meaning, you don't have to inquire. You don't have to go further. He knows that he has come, there is life. Because he has come to Yamadharmaraja and he is talking. There is life, he knows. So why the question? Because coming here, we settle down here. Is there further progress, evolution? Is there further progress or evolution? So two aspects. One, is there a continuity? It is not a full stop. Is there an evolution? Right? Is there a continuity? Is there an evolution? Death is not a full stop. Some great thinker said, death is an anecdote in eternal life. Death is an anecdote in eternal life. Right? This thing. But somebody else says that he is not asking for this death. It's the death of the ego he is asking. He is asking for the death of the ego. Gurudev also said that. And somebody, Krishna Premi, whom I recommended all books, he makes a comment, but that's also not valid. He is asking, is there something after liberation? The very question is wrong. After liberation, that's the ultimate. That is the ultimate liberation. After that, is there something? The question doesn't arise. So, what Sri Gurudev has said in talks, is very clear. He is asking, is there something beyond change? Because death is change. What happens in a death? Death of the previous condition, birth of the new condition. That's called change. Death of the previous condition, birth of the new condition. So that is change. So is there something beyond this phenomenon of change? Which is indirectly, is there something beyond this egoistic level of consciousness? Beyond this consciousness, which is constantly subject to change, constantly subject to birth and death, is there something beyond the ego? That is confirmed when, because Yamadharmaraja is trying to avoid this question in as many ways as possible, but Nachiketa is stubborn. So finally, he puts the same question in a different way. That question clearly says, this is what Nachiketa is asking, that is, Anyatra dharmat, anyatra dharmat, anyatra krutat, akrutat, bhutat cha bhavyat cha. Is there something beyond dharma, adharma? Actions done well, cause and effect. Kruta, akruta, cause and effect. And past and future. Is there something? That means he is asking for something beyond the change. So that question is clarified. Second time when he modified the question and put it this way, it's very clear. This is what he asked in the very first question itself. Is there something beyond phenomena of change? And now, I will finish the text, come back to death. I will do something. I won't finish. I will do some more verses, then come back to death. Where is the hurry to die? Gurudev is very humorous. That's one of the signs of enlightened people. They are always humorous. You will find here, from now onwards, all verses are completely humorous, up to 14. Gurudev was also humorous. Where people die a lot, Australia. You know why? When did you come? I came to die. Today they pronounce as to die. I came to die. Devairatrapi vichikitsatam pura nahi suvijnayam anuhu yeshaha dharmaha anyam varam nachiketo unishva ma moparatsit ati ma sruja yenam. You know, ma sruja yenam, what does it mean? Yamadharmaraj is asking Nachiketa, that's all the meaning. You read the English meaning, last ma sruja yenam. Don't press this too much. Give up. Release. Me. Ma is me. I have given you third boon. Don't insist on that. This, you ask any other thing. He will give so many alternatives. Ma moparasi. No. Do not press this. Upadram matadu. Yenna upadram jasti banade. Right? Don't press me. Please leave me. Alright? Anyam varam. Ask something in view of this. Nachiketaha Bhunishwa. Why you find it difficult? He is going to promise several things. They are all difficult to give. But here I am only asking an answer. Some words. What is so difficult about it? He says, Devahi atra api vichikitsitam pra. Even gods cannot know this, what you are asking. You are a boy of 7-year-old. It's very difficult for you to understand. Therefore, befitting your age, ask a book. Befitting your age, ask a book. Because even for gods, this boon is very difficult. Right? Devaihi api vichikitsutam pura nahi suvijneyam. Even when I said neyam, to know, vijnayam, to experience. Suvijneyam, very difficult to grasp. Suvijneyam, why? Anuhu, subtle. This topic is very subtle. Because death is beyond the BMI and the senses. Beyond the BMI and the senses. We can only understand things with BMI and senses. We don't know how to understand beyond BMI and senses. That's called subtle. Esha Dharma, this what you asked is very subtle. Beyond BMI and senses. Very difficult to understand. And you are a 7-year-old boy. Even Devas had difficulty in this. So don't press me too much. Ask me something else. Ask me something else. Right? And see the humor here. What this boy says. Yeah. Yamadharmaraja, you are very honest. You said, it's difficult even for Devas to understand. That's exactly why I want you to tell me. Because even what Devas cannot understand, how will normal people explain? I got a chance to meet the best to talk to me this. How will I leave you? You see? Devahi atra api vichikitsatam kela. You yourself are telling, even the Devas have doubts on this topic. Tamcha mrityo yenna suvigneya matha. Is there somebody who knows this better than you? Vakta asya twadruganyo nalabhyaha. I won't get somebody better to talk to me about this other than you. You are saying it's difficult even for Devas. Correct. And you are the person who knows complete secrets of death. And you can also explain to me beautifully. Vakta, speaker. I won't get a better speaker than you. Because a guru should have 2 qualifications. Experience and Shastra knowledge. Right? Shrotriya, Brahmanishta. Shrotriya, well versed in Shastras. Brahmanishta, one who is established in that. And Yamadharmaraja, you have both. I got you. And you say this subject is very difficult. A very difficult subject, that means it's very worthy. A very worthy topic which others can't explain. You are the best who experience can explain. Why will I miss this opportunity and barter for something else which you are promising me? Na anyo varastulyaha etasya kaschit. I don't want anything else other than this vara. So, you either you give me what I ask or say, sorry, I failed. I'm not able to give you. Right? And then now Yamadharmaraja is going on tempting him with several gifts. 1/1000th of the gifts he is promising to Nachiketa. If he has told me, I would have forgotten Vedanta and Chinmaya mission. Right? See what all he is promising him. Shatayushaha putra pautram gunisha bahun vashun hasti hiranyam ashwan bhumehe mahadayatanam runishva swayam cha jivam sharado yavadichasi. I will give you several things. What is the point in giving me several things if I am going to die in 100 years? No, you can live as long as you want to live. I will give you several things. Also give you life as much as you want. Shatayushaha. Shata means in scriptural language, when they talk about Shata and Sahasra, it means infinite, numberless. It's not literal Shata and Sahasra. Sahasra Sihra Purushaha Sahasrachak Sahasrapal. It means infinite. Otherwise, what? 1,000 heads, 1,000 eyes. That means he is one-eyed. Bhagavan is one-eyed. 1,000 heads means there should be 2,000 eyes. You understand? So, Sahasra and Shata means infinite. Satayushaha. You will live infinite years. Putra pautram runishva. Number of children and grandchildren. Bahun pashun. As much cattle as you want, because in those days, wealth is only in the form of cattle. Hasti, horses. Hiranyam ashwan, hiranyam gold. Ashwan, horses. Hasti, elephants. Bhumehe mahadayatanam. This, your kingdom, ayatanam. Mahat, vast, great. Bhumehe, in this world, as much as you want. As much as you want. Forget about Iran, US, Saudi and all that. All that I will give it to you. You only say, well, how much you want, I will give you. Right? Swayam cha jivam. You will live as many number of years as you want to enjoy all that I am giving. You understand? So, he is willing to give all this, but not the answer. That means the answer is more worthy than this. That's why he is giving. The answer is more worthy than this. Otherwise, who will give something expensive in bartering for a cheap thing? And he again modifies Yamadharmaraja. Because this fellow is silent. I asked you, tell me whether you can give or not. He kept quiet. But Yamadharmaraja is going on bargaining with him. Etat tulyam yadi manyase varam. If you think, I do not know how to describe, but something similar to what I have given. Etat tulyam, something similar to that. Purnishva, ask me, I will give you. Vittam, wealth. Chirajivikam cha, long life. Mahabhumu Nachiketas Tvamedi. I shall make you the ruler of the great, vast world. Kamanam tvam kamavajan karomi. Whatever you desire, you will get. Kamanam, all the desires. Kamavajan, they will come to your share and you will be the enjoyer of them. All that I will give. Just because he is asking simple question, right? Anybody who asks me on the bus stand also, I say, I'll explain to you because of my ego. I'll explain to you, stay here. It's so simple. You understand? my ego. Somebody asked me, I don't want to leave him. Guru Minjana Session. Minjana means leftover. Right? Guru just only disciple he got. Okay. He doesn't want to leave him in the bus stand. I will start giving all lecture. Yamadharmaraja is giving so many alternatives, but not the answer. And now he says again, Ye kama durlabha matyaloke, all the desires that are very difficult to get in matyaloka, in this mortal world, sarvan kaman chandataha prabhu. Don't have to ask me piecemeal. I want this, I want that. Together, all the desires that are not available in the earthly world, unearthly desires also, and all together, you ask me, Yama Ramaha, these lovely dancing girls, entertaining girls, Sarataha, chariots. Sarataha, chariots means cars. I view designer made cars, right? Saturya, with the horses. What is the point in giving horses? I'll give you petrol also. Saturya, right? Nahi drusha lambhaneya manushe. Human beings cannot get those type of cars. They will probably come to that 1 billion years after. But I will give you straight away. Right? Manushyaha abhi mat prattabhi paricharayasva. I will give you all this. When you are left by me, they will serve you. When I leave you, they will all serve you. Nachiketa maranam ma anuprakshi. Nachiketa maranam, the question of death, ma anuprakshi. Please don't ask me again. Don't ask me. Yamadharmaraja is begging him. Right? And what our friend Nachiketa says. Sobhava matyasya yadantakaitad sarvendriyanam jarayanti techaha api sarvam jivitam alpameva tavaiva vaha tavanrutyadite. Tavaiva vaha, all these cars you said, and the dancing music girls you said, you keep. What you promised me, you keep. Because your job is boring all the time, dealing with death. Boring job. You keep. You need them. But I want only what I ask. You understand? Tavaiva vaha. In Tamil it is beautiful. Niya vichko. Niya vichko. Tavaiva vaha. Tavanrutti. What you promised me, you keep them. What I want, why I don't want them? Sobhava matyasya. They are ephemeral. Not merely ephemeral. Everything changes every minute. Swaha abhavaha. Swaha tomorrow. Tomorrow means next minute. Abhavaha, they are not the same. Because what we came to the class, when we go back, we are not the same. Several cells from you have come. I have taken them. Several cells from me have come. You have taken them. You are plus a few of us here. I am plus a few of us here. And several changes are taking place. So we are not the same who came to the class. Right? So the whole world is so ephemeral. It doesn't remain the same tomorrow. Matyasya yet antaka eta. Antaka, oh death, all these things. And not what more? Not only they are ephemeral, at least some happiness can I get? He says, no. Sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha. Every time you enjoy, your capacity to enjoy, your strength of the body, senses diminishes. That's why in Brihadaranyaka it says, what is Annam? Taittiriya also says, Annam is Atti Adatte. Atti, what is one who eats. Adatte, one which is eaten. You think you are eating the food. The food you are eating is eating you because it makes you older. In that very eating itself, you go through the experience. And physically you are spending your energy, life, time, and all that. So, atti annam, everything in this world is eaten and eaten. Eaten and eaten. What are all of us 5 elements? When we die, what happens? Air mingles with atmospheric air. Heat in the body mingles with atmospheric heat. Water comes out. Then earth merges with the earth. Space is left. All the 5 elements that you have taken, given back. They are there intact. The 5 elements that you have taken, given back. You have taken them, you ate. Now you have given it to the nature, and nature eats it, or somebody else will eat it. So it is annam and atti, eater and eaten, eater and eaten. So, therefore, they drain your energies. Happy sarvam jivitam. And what? You said, I will give you as long as you can give me only when your domain is there. As long as you are Yama, you can give. Yamadharmaraja's time also can be billions of years, but it is limited, finite. It is not infinite. So you can only give me whatever number of years, finite. Anybody who lives even billions of that 1 year before or few months before he dies, he doesn't want to die. He is same unhappy as a man who is going to die tomorrow. So what difference does it make? Your life itself is limited. What you give is also limited. Api jivitam sarvam alpam eva, still finite. I don't want, you keep it. Tavaiva vaha tamarutya. You keep all these things for yourself. Na vittena tarpaniyo manushyaha lapsyamahe vittamadrakma chetva jivishyamo yavadi nishishyasitvam varastume varaniya sayeva. You said you will give me a lot of wealth and lot of years to live. I have come here, you saw me, you were happy with me, you are the person who has got life. By merely seeing you, I will get all the wealth, because I said, if I see a Maharaja, I won't go empty-handed. And you are the Lord of the universe. By merely seeing you, I will get the wealth and I will get the number of years. For that, I don't want to waste one more boon. I will get all of them without asking. You understand? Ajiryatam amrutanam upetya jiryan madhya kvadastaha prajanam abhidyayan varnarati pramodam atidirge jivite torameta. Atidirge jivite, this sapless, useless life, atidirge jivite, long life, korameta, which idiot will enjoy? This stupid life. Who wants atidirge jivite, long life? Right? Huh?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Somebody unmuted over there. Stay. Yeah.
Unmuted. Yeah, okay. Ajiritam amrutanam upekya. In lieu of that which doesn't diminish, immortal, in lieu of that, jiryan matyaha, that which is diminishing, matyaha, mortal, skvadastha prajanan, which stupid fellow, having known the difference, will opt for that abhidyayan, having scrutinized what is eternal, what is ephemeral, right? In all these things that you are promising, the enjoyments and all that, which fool will choose? Which fool will choose? Right? So, I don't want all that. You keep them all for yourself. The last verse, Yasmin nidam vichikitsanti mrityoho, yat samparaye mahati bruhi nattar, Yo ayam goro gudam anupravishta nanyam tasman nachiketa gunige. This question, life after death, that only I want. I don't compromise on anything else. Please teach me that what is there beyond this death, beyond the phenomenon of change, beyond the duality, beyond the ego. There ends the first chapter. Now, how much time is there? I have enough time to talk about death. There is a beautiful quote from Sufi saying, which Gurudev Gita also is. Gurudev in Gita talks about death and several quotations he gives. One of the quotation is, I died as a stone, I became a plant. I died as a plant, I became an animal. I died as an animal, I became a human being. When did I become poor? By dying. By dying, nobody becomes poor, excepting when you go to a beauty parlor. You give up some money. Right? But this dying, nobody becomes poor. Every time you die, you go to the next level of consciousness. That is death. And what is that dies? Have we met anybody who has experienced death? If he has experienced death, he did not die. Because to experience, you should be living. So the person who died has not experienced. Has not experienced death. So all of us also, when we die, we are not going to experience. Then what authority is there for us to think that somebody died? Oh, the body. Body is there before you, still before you. Oh, there is no life in it. The life has gone out. So, therefore, what you call death is a life going out of the body. Life going out of the body, which life you have never seen. Which life you have never seen. The person whom you attached or you thinking you will die is worried about somebody whom you have never seen. This comes in which Upanishad? Bhagavatam. When Hiranyakashipu was consoling the people who were weeping for Hiranyaksha, Yamadharmaraja comes and says this, whom are you weeping? If you are weeping the body, it is still there. If you are weeping for something else, it is left. You have never seen it. You are weeping for somebody whom you have never seen. You understand? Further, death for whom? 5 elements. They are inert. Inert things have no life. How can they die? Consciousness is eternal existence. Is eternal existence. How can it die? What are you other than 5 elements and consciousness? What are you other than 5 elements and consciousness? 5 elements cannot die, consciousness does not die. What dies? Think now in the dream. You dreamt. You met several people. You were there in the dream. While you were sleeping, comfortably on your bed, you were dreaming, you went to Delhi, met Prime Minister, had dinner with him, lunch with him, all in dream. Right? But you are sleeping. So really, did you go? Who went? Number one, you didn't go. So the dream character is not real. Because if it is real, even if it has gone in dream, Modi also should say, I met him. You went, but he didn't meet. If it is real character in dream, he should also say, I met him. So it's not real. The dream character is not real. What is that? Thoughts parading before you get animated. Thoughts by themselves are inert. All of you who are listening to me, listen to this topic a few times so that not that your conviction alone, you will help several people get over this fear of death. Right? You will help several people. So again and again listen. So in the dream, you are comfortable in sleeping. What comes are thoughts. Thoughts are inert. Thoughts are inert. Thoughts parading before you. Inert thoughts, how they can become an entity even in dream. Inert thoughts parading before you, in our presence, they get a false imaginary name and form, a false imaginary name and form. That is the dream you, which doesn't exist. It's only an imagination because in our medium, the very thoughts or vasanas that parade before them gets animated, Swamiji's word, get animated in your presence. They appear as though they have an existence. They have an existence. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. So the birth of the dream character, the life of the dream character, the death of the dream character, they are all illusions. There are the dream character sprang from you, existed in you, merged back into you. The birth and death, not only illusory, they are nothing but you. They are nothing but you only. When were you born? When were you dead? When did you die? With reference to the dream. You were not born, you didn't die, with reference to the dream. And things appeared from you as though born, stayed there, and merged back into you. That is the you. So the dream world is also you. Waking world is the same. Waking world is the same. The body is, after death, the body is still there. The jiva has left. The jiva has left. What is that jiva? Same as that jiva. Body, you will understand, is the same. That jiva is the same as that of the dream jiva, because both are your concepts. When you talk about you, I am, you have a concept about you with reference to the body, with reference to the family, with reference to the society, all your mental, imaginary concepts, even now. The same as dream. So when this jiva goes, it is the non-existent jiva that has left. Existing, the real you is there in the same place, in the same house, right? In the same people that you are weeping for, you are there in them as them. You are there in them as them. You are in the same place. You feel you are going to miss by dying. You won't miss. Same house you are there, because you are all pervading. Same cot you are using, same sofa you will be using, You will be there everywhere because you are all pervading. Nothing you will leave. Nothing you will leave, nobody you will leave. What leaves is an imaginary entity. And what happens to that imaginary entity? Gradually, it gets kicks and wants to know whether there is something beyond this, as Nachiketa asked, starts inquiring. And Guru says, you are that consciousness. He turns his attention, he has not to do anything, turns his attention from names and forms to that consciousness, and he discovers, oh, this is me. He becomes immortal. When even the jiva who left you, even the jiva, if you imagine he has left, he may take a few lives. Ultimately, when he merges in consciousness, he merges in you. Even the so-called leaving the jiva is only temporary, maybe a few lives, but still he has to finally merge in you. You will never thereafter be separate. Finally, the jiva also merge in you. You will never be separate. What are you weeping? I am going to miss. You will not miss anything. Though the others may like to miss you, but neither they can miss nor you can miss. Neither they can miss nor can you miss. All of us. That's why Gurudev, somebody was worried Gurudev is going to leave. So he said, where will I go? You turn your attention to your own within, you will find me there. You turn your mind to its source, that's me. You turn your mind to its source, that is me. I never die, you never die, nobody dies, nobody lives. Gurudev's words, nobody dies, nobody lives. And even this jiva, if you think is, anyway, parting is painful. Even parting, if you think it is painful, that also has to find ultimately an end to merge in consciousness, which is you. So nobody permanently, even as jiva, is ever separate from others. So this whole concept of birth and death is shifting your attention from the real you to the imaginary you. That is why Sanat Sujatiya, which Gurudev recently quoted several times in Siddhaji's this thing. Sanat Sujatiya, lovely book. Dhritarashtra wants to know something beyond death. Sanat Kumara answers, there is no death. Death is pramado vai buddhihu. Pramada, carelessness is death. What is carelessness? You turn your attention from you to the external world and you experience the jiva that has death. So your inadvertency, your carelessness, you are shifting your attention from the real you. That is death. There is no other death. Pramado vai mrityu. There is no other death. As consciousness, there is no death. Even if we as a jiva, not only, I told you, you will merge back into that, you become one. Even when you are moving, where are you moving? In the same consciousness. Even when you are moving from this body to that body, this body and that body are connected by the same consciousness. Even the movement is in the same consciousness. You understand? So therefore, what is that? Ignorance of your own real being. False knowledge about you. Carelessness about you, shifting your attention from the real you to the imaginary world of names and forms. In me, everything changes. In me, everything changes. I don't change. Objects change. Subject never changes. Objects are many. Subject is the same. Further, when you inquire, objects are also my own projections. Objects are also my own projections. Therefore, I am eternal. I am blissful. I am existence. I am consciousness. There's nothing beyond me. Even God cannot kill me. Even God cannot kill me. Understand? Go on reflecting on this. Hear the video several times. Because this knowledge many people may have, but they don't experience the beauty of this because here, left, here, contemplate again and again, feel the truth of it in you. Every time you say, this is me, that me in you, you should be able to experience. That me, because of which I am shaking my hands, because of which I am speaking, that me I should feel every time, and every time I should suggest, this is me, that is not me. Continuously practice this. In a short while, you will be free from fear of death. This practice is necessary. Theory many people may have, even meditation some people could have done, but they do not practice. This is me, that is not me. All the time, turn your attention where the fear of death comes. Fear of death is a thought. Turn the attention from the fear of death to the source of the thought that you are. Practice this. You have to practice. It's not mere words. It's not even mere contemplation. You have to practice. My fear has come. It's a thought. The source of the thought is this consciousness. That is me. That is where you have to experience that. Where from thoughts rise, where thoughts stay, where thoughts merge back. Continuously you must meditate, feel the presence of it in you, do it for 6 months, 8 months, 9 months. Thereafter you don't care for death. When Dharma comes, you'll say, come, I'll go with you, have a cup of coffee. You understand? I'm willing to go with you, but have a cup of coffee. Understand? Because you are not afraid. Thank Gurudev for doing this difficult topic. It is he that talks. Thank you, Swamiji. Hari Om. Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namah.
ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे